Gawisayago to amin. Good day, my dear tourists. I am Leonard, and I will be serving as your virtual tour guide for today. So before I start, I like to apologize because my voice is not in its best conditions, but I will try my very best to deliver information loudly and clearly. So are you all excited for today's virtual tour? May I see some virtual hands in the meeting room? All right, I can feel the excitement. So, for today's tour, we will be exploring a first-class landlocked municipality in the province of Benguet in the Cordillera Administrative Region, and it is said to be the land of copper and gold, which is called Mankayan. So, when you plan to visit Mankayan in the future, please take some medicine because it would take long hours to be able to get there. And also, keep yourselves warm because of its cool climate, especially when passing through out of Benguet. It is very, very cold in there. And then also, please do not forget your face mask because the municipality is strict in following COVID-19 protocols. So, are you ready for today's virtual tour once again, my dear tourists? May I see some heart reactions? Alright, so before we officially start the tour, let me share some information about the municipality. So, northwestern tip of Benguet over here. And then it is bordered by Bakun on the west and Bugias on the southeast and Pajan and Bauco on the east rather, and Cervantes on the northwest. And then Mankayan and 89 kilometers away from Latindan and 344 kilometers away from area of 130.48 square kilometers or 50.38 square miles, which constitutes to 4.71% of Benguet's total land area. Its population, as determined by the 2020 census, was 37,233. Mankayan is politically subdivided into 12 barangays. These barangays are headed by elected officials, the barangay captain, and the barangay council, whose members are called barangay councilors. And currently, Mankayan is governed by Mayor Danario Espanario. These officials are elected every 3 years. And just like any other municipality in Benguet, Mankayan experiences two seasons, the wet and the dry season. So the dry season is from November to April, and the wet season is from May to October. And then Mankayan is an agricultural town where vegetables are the major products. And then it is also one of the foremost mining towns of the Philippines, where Lepanto Consolidated Mining Corporation, one of the country's biggest mining firms, operates. And then accessing Mankayan could be a little difficult because of its zigzag and bumpy roads. But it would all be all worth it because of its attractions that it can offer. So are you still there, my dear tourists? May I see virtual hands once again? Alright, there you go. So to know more about Mankayan, let me share more information about the municipality. The name Mankayan is derived from a Nankayan, which spells November, Alpha, November, Charlie, Alpha, Yankee, Alpha, November, Nankayan, the Hispanic term of the native name of the place. Nankayang, which means high up in the mountain, was once a heavily forested area. The natives of the surrounding settlements of Panat and Bagongan mined gold through the labor system. After its reported discovery in a river, copper was later discovered by the end of the 16th century in Kamangaan at the location of the present-day Lepanto. By the 1800s, the Spanish colonial government sent expeditions to survey the mines. On February 3 of 1850, an expedition led by engineer Don Antonio Hernandez confirmed the presence of copper in Mankayan. And in 1852, Lepanto was established by the Spanish as a comandancia politico-militar with the presence of several rancherias, which included Mankayan. Seven different mines were discovered in Mankayan Suyuk region during the Admiral Pedro Duran de Monforte's 1667 expedition and Simon de Anda's administration in 1770 to 1776 and mentioned the presence of Igorot copperware. And then in 1833, Comandante de Galvi sent ore samples from Gambang, which is the term for copper, from Suic and Mankayan to the governor. And the first Spanish mining claim on the Cordillera Administrative Region was made by Thomas Balbas y Castro on the 26th of March in 1856, who established a mining company called the Sociedad Minero Metallurgica Contabro Filipino de Mankayan. The company ceased operations in 1875, and that's it for during for the Spanish period. And let us now move on during the time of the Americans here in Mankayan, Benguet. So under the American rule, Mankayan remained under the jurisdiction of Lepanto and latter Lepanto Bontoc until the latter's dissolution. Mankayan was later annexed to the sub-province of Benguet as a municipal district in 1913. The mining industry boomed in Mankayan in 1933 with the American Victor Lednicki establishing the Lepanto Consolidated Mining Company on September 26 of 1936. Mankayan was later then converted from a municipal district into a regular municipality on June 16 of 1955 under Republic Act 1302. And in 2018, to preserve the highly artistic gangsa-making intangible heritage of the I'm sorry again. Let me repeat that in 2018, to preserve the highly artistic gangsa making intangible heritage of the Mankayan elders, the cultural masters of the town converged and began teaching the younger generations the process and importance of gangsa making. So, to their way of life, effectively preserving the indigenous Gong culture in that town. So, let us now head to the Mankayan Municipal Hall. Fully load and let us head there. Okay. Mm. Let us first okay. So, alright, we are at the Mankayan Municipal Hall. Mhm. There you go. So, I'm sorry for that. So, again, we are at Mankayan Municipal Hall, which houses the biggest gong to be ever made here in the Philippines. So the municipality of Mankayan unveiled the largest gong in the Philippines during the celebration of the town's 107th founding anniversary last March 12 of 2020. It cannot be seen at the moment, but I will show it to you later. So the gong is expected to become a new tourist attraction of the municipality of Mankayan. It measures around 7 feet in diameters and weighs 175 kilograms. It surpassed the known largest gong of Kalinga, which measures around 2 meters in diameters and weighs 850 kilometers. The construction of the gong signifies the town as the source of the biggest of the big of the best gong in the Philippines. So, shall we begin our virtual tour, my dear tourists? Are you still there? All right. Can I see virtual hands? All right. So let us now head to le- or shall I say, let us start our Mankayan sightseeing tour. So let us head to, there you go. Let us head to the Lepanto Golf Club. Okay, let me zoom in more. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Since the street view is not working, let me zoom out. Okay. Let me stop first and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, so hello again, my dear tourists. I'm so sorry for the internet connection problems. Okay, so are you still with me? Can I see virtual hands? Alright, I can still see you there, so that's good. And then alright, let us resume with our virtual tour. So right now, we are at the Lepanto Mines Golf Course. It is located at Barangay Sapid of Mankayan. It has 18 holes and is the only golf course found north and outside of Baguio City. This is just a 5 minutes ride from Poblacion and about 2 hours and a half away from Baguio City. And this has already been classified as the existing tourist spot of the municipality of Mankayan. The 18-hole golf course is short, but with mostly rolling terrain, small greens, and narrow fairways bounded by pine trees. Okay, by pine and alnus trees, this tourist spot is not only used rather for golfing, but it is also used for picnics, family bondings, a get together, and a celebration. So as you can see, the golf club is surrounded by a lot of trees, pine trees, and alnus trees, as mentioned earlier. And in the, in the golf club, it can be cold at early in the morning and also in the evening, but it could also be hot during the daytime. And then yeah, you could see a lot of greens, uh, grasses, flowers even. And if you wanted to eat something, you could buy some food and drinks at the clubhouse, somewhere here. And then also you can see a at the golf course you can see a hanging bridge in this area which connects the golf course and the clubhouse. So before we continue with our virtual tour, may I stop share again? And we will resume after. You may have your coffee break or eat, eat, eat. Yeah. All right. So hello again, my dear tourists. Are you still there? All right. May I see some reactions in the meeting room? Could you please raise your virtual hands? Or a heart reaction. All right. So I can see that you're still there again. I'm so sorry because I'm having some difficulties on my end, but nevertheless, we will continue with our tours. So right now we are at the Lepanto Airstrip, which is located at Pukitan, Barangay Paco of Mankayan. And it is just a minute walk away from the amenities of the Lepanto CPJ complex. And this serves as the private landing area of the Lepanto Mining Company's fast travel operations. And at the airstrip, you can see a crocodile mountain. It should be here at this side. Yeah, a crocodile-shaped mountain, a lot of greens as you can see. Now I will show you that it is this one. Yeah, let us wait to be for it to be clear. Airport. Yeah, and it is a tailings dam that is colored and it is colored blue green, I suppose. Yeah, and it is a very beautiful, even if it's just eight tailings are down. And then that is okay. So, at the airport, you may also witness a beautiful sunrise if you were to jog early in the morning and a majestic sunset here. If you are here and it's nearly the afternoon, you could and then also recently or from the pandemic, Lepanto made paragliding activities. So it would be nice for you to try if you were to visit this in the future because they have stopped it first for for trainings and inspections. But yeah, it it is really nice. It would be fun, and it could be adventures as well. So and wouldn't that be lovely, my dear tourists? So let us now head to our next and final destination. I mean, the second to the last of our virtual tour. Let us head to the Am-am Viewdeck. So, okay, let me zoom in first. Show you some pictures of these destinations later on. So, okay, so let us zoom in more. Okay. So the Am-am Viewdeck is a deck where you can get a stunning 360 degrees view of Mankayan, the mountain ranges of Cervantes, Ilocos Sur, where the historic Basang Pass and Tirad Pass and the Philippine Red Soil are located. And also the Abra River and the neighboring towns of Tadjan and Bauco Mountain Province. Okay, so The Am-am Viewdeck is located in Kada Balili of Mankayan, and the view deck sits on the top of a volcanic plastic rock, and you pass by some panoramic views of vegetable gardens over here, and then there's also an old tomb with a coffin, made of thick old pine or wood that never deteriorated in centuries under the view deck. Unfortunately, it could not be seen here, but I will show it later. So, for our last destination, I would stop this presentation and move to the next one. Okay. Okay. Could you please wait a minute? Okay. Okay. There. Still there, my dear tourists? Can I get harder actions in the meeting room? Okay. Is it is good that you are still here. So, okay. This is our last destination for our virtual tour, the Mount Bayoyo. Okay, so Mount Bayoyo in the Philippines, Sleeping Crocodile Mountain, is located in the province of Benguet in the Cordillera Administrative Region in the northern part of the country, 220 kilometers north of the city of Manila, 2,170 meters above sea level, and lies uh, above sea level, and this is where Mount Bayoyo is situated. And it is about 0.7 kilometers wide at its base, and Mount Bayoyo is a hiking area in Mankayan, Benguet. And during the hike, you will see a lot of greens, just like in this picture, and from pine trees to different floras. And you could breathe in the cold breeze and the fresh air. And you can also hear the beautiful singing of the birds while on track. Unfortunately, I only have this picture to present, but Mount Bayoyo is truly a majestic mountain. It is very beautiful, and it is so refreshing to be here. So, moving on. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry again for the delay, but yeah, this is what I wanted to for you to see. This is Mankayan's largest gong, which is displayed again at the Municipal Hall of Mankayan. And then, yeah, this is take a closer look at the Lepanto Golf Course. So as you can see, there is, yeah, it's mostly green, a lot of trees, and it's also refreshing as well. And if you can see this part, this could be a perfect uh, scene for photo shoots as well. And also over here, this is a nice photo stop. Okay, so next, okay, here is the Lepanto Airstrip. So yeah, it is an airport used by the company, and it is also used by the locals uh, as a pathway itself. And over here, if you can see this tiny white spot over here, this is the tailings dam that I was shown earlier. Yeah, so this is again the Lepanto Airstrip. Next, here is a picture of the Am-am Viewdeck. So yeah, this is the view deck, and this is the rock, and I suppose here is the tombs are located. Okay, next. All right. So before we officially end the tour, I would like to share some culture and some of the traditions that we have in Mankayan, Benguet. So, yeah. Okay, let me play this video first. Okay. So, before Nardas, Sagada weaving and Easter weaving in Baguio came to be, there was the Lepanto crafts, which tribal weavers in the region considered one of the forerunners of the Cordillera weaving industry. Lepanto weaving started in the early 1950s when Mrs. Lucille Foster, the wife of Lepanto's general superintendent, then organized the Lepanto Women's Club and introduced weaving as one of the organization's livelihood project. Other woven products became in demand then, well, even up to now, reaching as far as Baguio Country Club and Manila Hotel. It even found its way abroad to London and the United States of America. Its heyday lasted for almost 2 decades, ending when the Fosters left Lepanto. But in 2015, through the initiative of Lepanto Consolidated Mining Company's president and COO, Brian Yuya, Lepanto decided to revive weaving as a livelihood program. Yes. And this just shows that even up to this day, the cultures and traditions of Benguet still lives in this town of Mankayan. So here, if you can see in the video, this is how, if you're curious how woven products are made, this is how it is made. Yeah, there. This is Mr. Brian Yuya, the president and COO of the Panto Consolidated Mining Company. There. See, the finished products are so beautiful. Yeah, and these woven products are authentic. There. Okay. Next up. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Another one I would like to share about is about Cañao. So an experience of Benguet, especially in the municipality of Mankayan, uh, gives a glimpse of the primeval period in the Filipinos' celebration of a life. This ancient celebration is called the Cañao of the Cancanay people and the rest of the tribes in Cordillera. Cañao is a festival or ceremony, a liturgy or service, a rite or ritual, and an offering. It is a celebration for productive economic activities where animals are offered. Let me skip the video first. Okay. Are offered and then uh, are offered in Thanksgiving, and this is known as hiyae. And this is also done during marriages, healing, birth, burial, and the voyage where prayer plays a significant role. They invoke spirits with offerings of animals, food, and other material things prescribed by the native priest. Cañao is more than a ritual of healing, appeasing spirit, and thanksgiving for an abundant harvest and good health. It goes beyond the spiritual activity purposely for a good life. It is also a political gathering, especially when a good understanding between tribes and among tribes is invoked. It touches to the economic aspect as they ask for a productive livelihood. It is also a socialization and a celebration of life. They commune, party, and share each other's presence, where entertainment, cultural shows, and festivities are highlighted. The celebration is, of course, incomplete without the gongs and dances, a showcase of ingenuity, music, the arts, and the richness of culture. So, yeah, the video I'm showing currently is taken back in 2019 during the Adivai 2019 Grand Cañao. So, speaking of, I'd like to, before I officially end, I'd like to extend my warmest greetings to my fellow Ibengets na ragsak nga adivay kanya tayo amin. Okay? So, if you don't know, Adivay is a provincial festival of Benguet as a coming together for its different municipalities. Adibay is an Ibalay word that means coming together and having fun. Yeah, and it's that is clearly shown in this video. Adibay Festival is an annual agritourism event focused in rediscovering ingenuity of the Benguet people, their rich history, culture, arts, trades, and industries, and it is held every month of November with month-long activities in La Trinidad. So, I think before I officially end, let me skip through this video for you to see how the Grand Cañao is being done and the Adivay Festival as well. Okay. Yes. Yeah. There, if you could see there, the presence of gongs, dancing, music, and coming together is evidently seen here. And if you are wondering what are these smokes and where are they coming from, these smokes are comes from meat being cooked in the area as part of the celebration, and this meat together with rice and other food. It's called what, and it is shared by most by all of the people present in this gathering. There, if you can see this on this part, those are meats. Also in these baskets, these are meats. Okay, so that's it. And that's a wrap, my dear tourists. And before we end, do you have any questions so far? So just comment down below and I'd be glad to answer them. And thank you for joining me on our Mankayan sightseeing tour. If you'd like another virtual tour, there are still a lot of hidden gems in Mankayan, just like the Layodan Farms, the Hanging Bridge of Cavite, the CPJ Complex as Community Center, and the Ambaran District Bistro Association Incorporated Shooting Range, and the Nayak Twin Decline Tunnel, and many more. So, once again, this has been Leonard, your virtual tour guide, and see you at the next one. Thank you very much.